Hello, Slumtastic Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Pool of Radiance with me, BlueAnkylo. So in between episodes, I came back to town. I rested up at the inn, and I actually fought a couple battles in between, just random encounters, just to practice a little bit so I could remember everything works. So everyone should have a teeny tiny bit more experience than you saw last time, as well as a little bit more money, maybe. I tried to make sure everyone has some arrows if they need arrows, basically. I haven't used a lot of long-range attacks with the fighters, but most people will have a longbow now, and that should be good. We've also, like, arrows are cheap, so nothing to worry about there. We also have a fair bit of money now. Not tons by any stretch, but enough that I can afford to rest at the inn. What actually happened was we came back to town at night, and you can't get into any of the stores, and I didn't have enough money to actually afford the inn, so I had to go rest out in the in the slums, basically, where we got the random encounters. So let's try this again. It's been a couple days since the last time I recorded, so I'm trying to remember just how far we got in the slums. I don't think we got that far. I think we did up in number 1 and number 2, and then all the way down to number 3 on the map. So we've kind of done the top right section of the slums according to my big map. And we need to remember the word Olo, I believe. O-H-L-O, I think was the one. I should save it just in case. So, let's... I've also made sure everyone's memorized their magic, I believe. Yeah, everyone should be ready to go for magic. I'm going to, try to keep up to date on that. So let's continue over in this direction. I also need to make sure I'll try to pick this one. I have to remember to search for loot every now and then. There's lots of secrets around. Let's see if we can pick it. Of course we can't pick the lock. Bash it down. Oh, okay, now we're in, like, wooden district. We've got 2 doors, one to the south, one to the west. Let's go... Oh, well, we got some random fights. Okay. We'll try to zip through these random ones a bit quicker. Also, have a look, everybody. I've given everyone kind of a custom animation. Now, most people have the same blue shorts, but, you know, I figured we should be able to identify the party a little bit better now. So, maybe just to have a quick look at everyone. We've got Fella McGubbins, who's got the white hair and the blue shield, as well as kind of a macy-looking weapon. We've got Elric of Melnibon, who's white hair, no beard, but a spear. I tried to make their image in-game look as close to their avatar picture as I could. And of course, they don't show their pants, so everyone just has their default blue pants for now. Seems fitting somehow. We've got Earth Darkness, who has apparently an axe for some reason. I don't know why I gave him an axe. I think it's because he's my main fighter. And I want to remember that he's like the big melee dude. We've got Alucard, who has something like a dagger because he's my only thief. He should be able to get backstabs. We've got Christina, the only girl, and her picture is, hot stuff, so I wanted to make sure her in-game battle pick kind of looked like she wasn't wearing any clothes as well. Seems fitting. And finally, we've got the Mystic of Ba, who, sprite almost glitches out a little bit when you're not selecting him. But yeah, he's the pure mage, so he looks like a pure mage. I'll try to keep him protected. So I figured that will make things a little bit easier for everyone. We continue to get swarmed by large groups of kobolds every now and then. They're not that bad, but, oops, we gotta move, exit, move, attack. We missed. Alright, Christina, you need to move up here and engage these guys sort of to block off. I don't want them using ranged attacks, basically. Alright, no problem. Elric, I think... we'll have you help out up here. I try to balance how many enemies are next to each character, because we don't have a lot of HP right now, and people go down pretty quickly, even with an AC of 1 or 0. We still get hit pretty regularly by these guys. Okay, we're not doing very good at hitting the goblin leaders. Maybe I should use some magic here. I should have moved a little bit closer. Yeah, we can't actually cast very far away. It's not a very long-range spell. This will take out 3 goblins and a leader. You have to be very careful not to cast it on your friends. I should have tried to cast it on this square, but I would have had to move our Mystic of Ba a little bit closer, so that was my bad. This spot actually hits 4 goblins. It's about as good as we're going to get. Definitely could have done that a little bit better. Alright, let's keep trying to kill the goblin leaders. And Alucard. Yeah, you kill somebody. Good work, buddy. Okay, I'm a little bit worried. They're kind of overflowing here. Christina, I was really hoping you could get a kill there. Somebody get a kill. There we go. Get rid of the goblin leaders. That's half the battle. Or, well, I don't know if it's half exactly, but it's a large part of the battle anyway. Manually aim up here. Miss, of course. They'll probably start running away pretty soon. Now that we've killed their leaders, I find. Just from doing a couple battles. We actually shot 2 darts that time, if you noticed. So Earth Darkness and Christina have both taken some damage, if you look at the HP bars up top. Or if you look at it when you select them, of course. So I should consider some healing. We've got 2 people who can do heals. But we've basically won, so I think we'll wait till after battle. Not quite. Oh, you know what I should have done is had... oh, they're surrendering now anyway. I could have had our mage take out the sleeping ones, basically. One thing of note, you don't lose alignment for killing sleeping or helpless enemies in this game. If you play D&D 1st edition pen and paper, I believe you're supposed to lose some level, or you have a chance to lose some of your alignment for killing totally helpless enemies. But we don't have to worry about that. So a teeny bit of experience. A little bit of money, it's really not that big a deal. Share it. And mostly, as you've seen so far, random monsters give you stuff that's not really worth it. I might recommend picking up the arrows if you need arrows, or the longbows. The longbows sell for 25 gold each, which is fairly significant right now. But I think basically everyone has enough arrows now. Oh no, 255 is the max per stack. Okay, yeah, Elric can pick some more up then, that's fine. So you can take a couple stacks of 20. That's fine. I think you can sell scale mail for like 7 gold as well, but it's not that big a deal. So we will join these together. Re-ready them. Good. Okay, good. Nice and easy. Exit. We do not need to get our loot. Now we want to do some healing. Cure light wounds on Christina. And she's fully healed. Excellent. Now, Earth Darkness still has 10 HP. I'm not going to worry about healing him right now. We'll put down a quick save. And we're going to try to make some more progress here, because we've been having a hard time. I probably will have to cut out some random battles as we get going, to keep the episode short. Right, another one of these, locks to pick. I don't know. We have not successfully picked one yet. I'm trying to let Alucard, as the thief, do his picking, but it's not working so well. The room is dirty and has a strong and unpleasant odor. Well, that's disappointing. At some point, we're going to want to search for stuff in these kinds of places. You can either leave search on and take 10 minutes per step and have a higher encounter rate, or you can press L and it takes 10 minutes as though you just moved there anyway. Let's move into the stable. Ignore the treasure icon on the side. You have entered a very unclean stable. There is evidence that a large and untidy animal has lived here. So that's, I guess, your hint to look. And you find a long leather bag. Will you open it? So, like, as I've said, I've had a look at the clue book, so I have some idea of where to go for treasure. I don't think we're going to find such amazing stuff that's going to change the game. But yeah, you could just run around on search mode, which is probably what I would have done as a kid, and you would find all this stuff anyway. Yay, you get experience points. That's worth like 4 battles worth of fighting. What do we get from this amazing treasure? A fair bit of money. We'll talk about gems once we get back to town and how they work. Let's just share the loot. And we find 20 arrows and a short bow. So who wants to bet that that stuff is magical? We're going to use Christina to cast Detect Magic. And then we'll switch back to Earth Darkness. And both of these are magical. Both the arrows and the short bow. I'm assuming they're probably +1 or some other really minor enchantment because it's so early in the game. But there you go. So if you happen to know... well, I mean, they could also be cursed, I believe, but you can see his THAC0 there of 17. Assuming he's equally skilled with the trident and the bow, if I switch, oops, I pressed, no, hold on, I keep clicking the wrong thing. Unready there. Ready here. You don't... Oh, sorry, the shield. You don't need to have them identified to use them. His Thaco is now 16, and I believe a short bow is usually 1d6 plus 1. So there's your proof that it's a short bow plus 1. And if we equip the other arrows, if they go up again, now our Thaco is down to 15, and we have a 1d6 plus 2. So I've just identified them on my own, basically, because I had a good idea what they would be. But we will take them back to town and pay some money to have them properly appraised. There's no bards or anything appraising automatically for you yet, so... Anyway, we got some treasure. Woohoo! Everyone cheer. I'm not feeling too bad about cheating to find most of the treasure. Now, we've just cast our, like, one person with detect magic, so from now on we just have to pick up all the loot and we'll identify it in town, but... It's one of the catches for a low-level party. What's in this room? You interrupt some feeding kobolds. That guy, he really wants to stab somebody. Okay, let's have a quick look. What are we fighting? Quite a lot of kobolds, but they're the weakest of all the enemies we've fought in so far. So I think we'll be okay. Let's start clearing them out, basically. As soon as you move, the music ends, just in case you're wondering. The music actually is it's actually an interesting track if you let it go on long enough. But usually I just start the battle before there's a chance. Alright, we don't really want the Mystic of Ba to get too much further in there. Aim. Just... I was hoping you could kill one of those. Nothing. We've got a pretty good choke point, though. We could have pulled back a little bit, or we could have tried to, but... I don't think the kobolds are going to be that dangerous, even in great numbers. We did take one hit there. Alucard's not doing so well. So we'll try to keep him safe for a little bit, seeing as he's down to 5 HP. And, yeah, we'll maybe rest up after this battle. Manual. Why can't you attack? Is he too far away? Oh! Line of sight. The wall is blocking me there. Okay, that's fine. The game does have some basic line of sight. I believe the way D&D works is, at least in the newer ones, you have to draw a line from any corner of this square to any corner of this square. And if it intersects this square, which is a wall, you cannot do it. So there's no way to draw a line from here to here. Well, there should be. I don't know how it works in this game anyway. I think in newer versions this would count. The top of Mystic Ba's square could definitely hit the top right of this square without anything in the way. But whatever, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Point is, there's some sort of blocking of walls and stuff, which is totally acceptable. We'll just have to learn how the rules work as we play along and get more experienced. Not doing terribly good at hitting these kobolds. They have an AC of 7, which means most of our people have like a Thaco of like 17 or 18. So we should be hitting them about half the time. So seeing as Alucard can't actually get into melee, this will be our first chance to switch over someone to a longbow. We'll need to unequip those, equip that, aim, manual, and bam. There you are, 1 damage. Isn't that amazing? Can you guys guess why I don't use longbows very much? Once we start getting, actually we will move over 1 square there. Once we start getting, like, magical longbows, like the short... Well, magical ranged weapons, they'll hit a lot easier, obviously. Alright, I think we've got this under control. Couple good hits there, and we're doing alright. I think Earth Darkness, because you've taken some damage, let's try the old guard. And we'll actually move Alucard here, and I don't want to move him down there where it's dangerous. Oh, he can't guard. He's already... Oh, wait. That's because he's got the wrong weapon. You can't guard with a bow. Of course you can't guard like that. Done. There we go. Guard. I'm expecting one of the kobolds to try to move in or something. Miss. There we go. Instant death. The guard mode is actually very powerful. So yeah, I gotta remember to use that. It's good. It's good stuff. I think Alucard is safe to move down now, yeah. They'll probably surrender anyway now. And I'll just save your darts. You do have to buy them, so... Done, quit. And it is surrendered. Okay, good. Lots of experience points from those kobolds. That's pretty solid. And because I think this is a set encounter, there could be magical items this time. Not a whole lot of money. Well, I can almost guarantee the bracers will be magical. Maybe the studded leather armor, too. I should probably bring it all, unless we've got Detect Magic. Nobody is ready to cast it, of course. Well, Mystic of Ba, it's your lucky day, basically. You get some special equipment here. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to bring a non-fighter / mage, so I could show you what bracers do. Because if you have fighters, you might as well just equip banded mail and plate mail. But seeing as we have a pure mage, we'll need to look at bracers. So, a bracer, assuming it has an enchantment on it, which it probably does, has lowered his AC to 2. So what this means, from my own knowledge, is that it's a bracers of armor class 6. So it has now set his base AC to 6, kind of the same way the armor does, and then applied his dexterity bonus of -4 to it. So Mystic of Ba is now a little bit safer if he gets caught in melee, basically, which is the whole point. Now, because I'm not sure if the rest of the stuff is magical, I'm just going to bring it all, or try to bring it all, and we'll maybe queue up some detect magics on the next rest. All right, so probably a good idea to rest up before we move any further. Fellow McGubbins. Wait, before we do that, cast light worms, and we didn't actually get a full heal there. Disappointing. Cure light wounds on Earth Darkness. Alright, well, we didn't do very good at full healing everybody. So we go in camp. This is the part that's not my favorite in these old games. Memorize, cure light wounds, and... I mean, so far I've been giving Fellow McGubbins 2 cure light wounds, but I really should get a couple detects, because they're very valuable for when you finish a battle. I would say most of the time with any plot battle, you should probably detect magic before you leave, unless you can afford to carry all the equipment. Unfortunately, this means we get 1 bless, 1 cure, and 1 detect. I maybe should change one of my... I should have brought more clerics, honestly. Would have been really good. Anyway, that's that. Memorize these spells. Let's see if we can rest long enough to get them. Looks like we were successful. Now, if you really want to be, proactive here, you should probably finish healing everybody up. I don't want to use the encamp fix here. Well, I probably should. Oops, wrong button. Cast. Cure light wounds. Because it's sort of cheating. Because we wouldn't normally be able to just heal up automatically. Well, I don't know if fix would work in other games. I'm curious, but the longer you rest, the more chance of we'd be attacked here. So it's not exactly fair to just full heal everyone without resting, without spending any time. You know what I mean, right? I don't know. It's just it does get very micromanagey to do what I just did every time. Anyway, I probably won't feel too bad about using the encamp fix button to heal people up very often, to be honest. Alright, let's keep exploring. I'd like to finish the top left of this map, if I can. You are surprised by goblins. Alright, well, I'm tempted to just fight this one off camera because it's a random encounter. And we're actually ambushed, so it's kind of annoying. Let's see if they even hit us before I take a turn. I'll probably use a sleep spell, yeah. Oh, I forgot to memorize it. Oops, I forgot. Elric. Yeah, you're going to cast Sleep. And I'm pretty sure you guys can expect that after this we'll win pretty easily. So I'll meet you guys at the end of this battle. Should be a no-brainer win. Okay, as expected, we won quite easily. Earth Darkness did take a hit, but other than that, it was pretty straightforward. We'll just share the money, and I suppose I'll continue taking the longbows for now. Although, like I said, we're not going to worry about taking random loot for much longer. So there you go. Exit. And we'll try to heal up our fighter a little bit. And he got max HP. Good, good, good. Encap, save, okay. So, We're trying to make progress, like I said. So let's go... We just came through here. That was the stables. We've been to the room south of that. Looks like it would be nice to get into that room in the northwest. I don't know how to get up there. Oh, there's a door. Okay, we'll go to the room in the darkness. Maybe we can avoid... Well, wait. We haven't fought orcs yet. Let's advance. Alright. Advance some more. I like starting right beside them. Let's attack them. Okay. Have we fought orcs? I don't think so. Let's switch over to the journal, or the manual, I think. Yeah. Have a look at what an orc is. How strong is an orc? I mean, maybe they're level 2 and I don't know what I'm getting into here. Am I looking on the wrong page? I'm looking on the wrong page. The journal has this kind of stuff. And you can listen to the awesome music. Alright. Flan. Here's the enemies. Okay, orcs are level 1 pig-faced humanoids. Maybe we did fight them before. It's like hobgoblins I gotta watch out for, because they're level 2. But anyway, that's good. You guys want to listen to the music? It's pretty awesome. It does keep going for quite a long time. Anyway, there's a lot of them. Let's go with sleep again. See, the music's pretty cool. If I cast it here, unfortunately, it would hit Fella. So we'll cast it here. Bam. I feel bad making the music stop. Because I think it's kind of cool. Alright, so we'll just kill the guys on the right side first. Except for, Mystic, because I don't like putting him in melee anyway. We'll have him target these guys up here. There you go. There we go. Kill the guys that can fight back first. There we go. I don't think this is going to take too long. Aim. Kill this guy. There we go. Good job, Alucard. Christina can jump in there. I gotta say, these tridents we're using are working out really well. Man, we have crushed these guys. You just save your darts. And that's that. Just like that. That was easy. So, I think we're doing pretty good. I know a lot of the reason we're doing well is most of the team is a fighter, which makes the early game a lot easier. And we do have, like, pretty perfect strength stats, which lowers our THAC0 and makes sure we do a little bit of bonus damage. So, you know, that's part of it. On the other hand, the early game isn't supposed to be that difficult anyway. Share. We didn't even get any items. All we got was money that time, so good enough. Okay, back to the map. I want to go into the... We just run away. Alright, let's head on up here. I suppose we'll try to pick it again. Maybe one day. Maybe one day we'll be able to pick open a door. Let's check what's in this little room. You've entered a small storage room. Let's look for stuff. Apparently there was nothing here. I tried. I probably shouldn't know that you can walk through that wall. On the other hand, there is a way to tell. I'll show you that. After this battle, I'll talk to you about that. Some hobgoblins are arguing over a pile of gold. Thieves, they scream when they see you. Well, I want the gold. Alright, hobgoblins! Level 2 enemies. What did they say about hobgoblins? Hobgoblins. These are humanized-sized, intelligent relatives of the goblin. Sure. Wish me luck, guys. Alright, so... I mean, I don't know if they're going to be much tougher. Aim... They've got a slightly lower AC and a little bit more HP, so could be interesting. Let's go. Fight. Oops, that was the wrong one. Miss. We're off to a good start. Doubly a good start. Christina, you know what? Seeing it. Oh, she doesn't have sleep. Right. Right. I already used it. Well, I guess if I want you to fight, I have to equip your bow. Trident. There we go. We're in a really good choke point here, apparently. Oops. Not move, aim manual. I generally use M to attack and AM to do a range shot. That's all that was. That was a good hit there, though. Wow, I was hoping you could finish it. Alright, good hit, Earth. So far, they haven't really done very good at shooting, at slicing us. The bow is working well. Now we can move around them, as long as you don't leave an adjacent tile. Alright. Now, alright, I should make sure you're actually going to use a melee weapon when you move into melee range. That's a good thing to remember. Alright, I think we're pretty good here. Alright, this might be a backstab. It should have been a backstab, but we still missed. I tried to set it up. Alright. So, this was a special battle. So, we actually got quite a lot of gold from that. That's nice. And the longswords, I mean, I doubt they're magical, but it's possible. Let's cast Detect. They are not magical. Why am I taking them? Longswords are still worth a fair bit. Maybe not as much as a longbow, but... So, look. We found a large number of treasure. Remember, these guys were, like, guarding some treasure, so it kind of makes sense that we find something right here. What do they got? Oh, big money! We just found 700 gold, give or take? Or 750 gold? Yeah. That's good. And I bet you, these will probably be magic. Now, I already sort of spent my Detect Magic, but... No, I've got one more. Okay. Christina, Detect Magic. So yeah, we've got a magic ring and a magic short bow. I'm going to guess that the ring is likely a ring of protection +1, but I don't know for sure. So Christina, for instance, if you equip this ring, it did give her +1 AC. So that's basically what I was expecting. We're going to give the ring to... I'm going to give it to Alucard for now, because he's got the least HP. If that makes sense. That makes sense, right? Items. And if anyone deserves +1 armor class, it's the person who dies the quickest. Also of note, Fella McGubbins is ready for a level up, according to my little on-screen indicator. I guess that's it. We took everything. Okay, good. So, now... The reason why this doesn't really surprise me, this little corner here, is if you were looking at your area map, you would notice that there's an empty square here. In old games, like this kind of gold box era, map space was very valuable, and almost all maps are square, and they try to put something in each tile. The chances of an empty room are, or a room the chances of there being a tile that you can't actually get to are incredibly slim, because they would never waste a tile like that. So... you would be highly likely to explore or experiment with this top left corner. Oops, that's wrong. Well, I guess we could save. So, let's switch back. Maybe look first? We didn't find anything. So just walk into the wall and you walk through it. You stumbled into a treasure room. Oh, we just got a ton of experience. There may have been like a tavern hint or something that tells you about this. I'm not complaining though. So, how much did we find? Man, that's pretty good. Not quite as much money as the other one, except that gems and jewelry can be worth a lot. Cool, cool. Share. We're probably going to get pretty encumbered here. And let's take... let's see what we can take. It's probably another +1 arrow, +1 bow. So, good. Okay, let's... before we wrap up the episode, I know it's been about 30 minutes, let's head back to town if we can. And maybe see about training some people up and identifying these items if we can. We can figure that part out today. So we've done like the top right and a good deal of the top left. I really like having that map for this part where we're trying to escape. Saves so much time. No, we don't want to fight. Ah, we have to fight. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, folks, we're back. It wasn't that big a deal. We win. Fella might have been hit. I can't remember if he already had that damage or not, but, these random encounters, they're not too big a deal. Alright, let's try to escape. I was hoping I could flee that last battle, but we had to fight it. Okay, we made it to town. Unfortunately, it's nighttime, which means... Oh, I have to switch my map over, of course. There we go. And I like actually cutting through here so you don't listen to the town proclamation every time you walk by. So we'll go to the inn, spend a platinum coin. Earth Darkness can play. I actually don't really care about memorizing magic right now because we're about to get some level ups. And Fella and Mystic should be learning some new spells. So all I really want to do is increment the hours. 4 hours. The way the time works, apparently, is anything between, I think, 0 and 12 is daytime, and 13 and 24 is nighttime. So I didn't rest long enough. Of course not. Hours. I forget. You know, basic math is incredibly difficult to do whilst recording. Alright, so before we're going to take a little detour there just so we don't have to wait for the text to load. Before I appraise and deal with my inventory management, I want to train up because it should cost some money, and it's kind of a pain. So, in camp, save, don't exit. So, we've got a fighter level up with Earth Darkness, a cleric level up with Fella, and a magic user with Mystic of Ba. Let's go deal with Earth Darkness first. So this guy's going to want us to train, or sorry, to duel. We don't really care about that. We don't want to join anyone up. Let's go to the fighter room. Woohoo! Leveling up times. We sure want to train. So, this brings us back to our like party creation screen, except now there's train character. Now, it also costs money, and I'm not 100% sure if we've got enough, because the person that needs training must have the money. And I don't actually remember how much it costs off the top of my head. We'll find out pretty soon if it's going to be a problem. Anyway, Earth Darkness, when he gets a level up in Fighter, the main thing that should change is his Thaco and his HP. And that's probably all that will change. This is not like a lot of other RPGs where, you know, you get stats. Our base stats stay the same. So keep an eye on his HP, 14, and let's see what happens here. Also, you can save at this point, which is, you know, if you don't have a save state editor and you don't want to get screwed over by bad rolls, you'd probably save before you train and then train. And okay, it cost 1,000 gold. Okay, hold on. Begin adventuring. In camp, how do we move the money over? Is there a way to pool? I don't think there's a way to easily pool. But he needs 1,000 gold, basically, which is quite a lot of money. Let's give him all of our platinum from here. And all of our gold. 29. I don't know if we even have enough money for all of this trading, actually. So, exit. View. He now has... Platinum is times 5, so that's 500, about 650 plus 250. He's about 100 short, unless the Electrum and Silver is enough, which it probably is, actually. Alright. So, leave, come back. Try again. Go to train. There we go. Level 2 fighter. I had enough money this time. Do it. Congratulations. So, Earth Darkness now has one less Thaco. So he's going to hit stuff a little bit more often. And he got 5 HP, which is not very good. His roll should have been a 1d10 plus 3 or 4 for his Constitution bonus. So he got plus 5 HP, which means he rolled like a 2 or a 3 out of 10. What I would have done back in the day is I would have just reloaded and tried that over and over again until I got a better roll. For now, what I think I'll do is I'll bring up the editor here. Totally cheesy, I know you guys, it's horrible, but in more modern D&D games, on a normal difficulty level, they often just give you the max roll for HP growth anyway. So, Earth Darkness... Oh, you can't see this, sorry. Let's bring this up. Earth Darkness currently has 19 HP. I can't remember the exact numbers. He was at 14, though. He should have... Let's assume he rolled, like, a 7, and then got a plus 3 on the Endurance. That would put him at 24. I'm not going to do the calculations right now to find out exactly how much HP growth. And it's actually rather complicated with multi-class characters. Well, it's a little bit complicated. But anyway, apply those. And close this. And once we leave here, begin adventuring. Yeah, his HP. So I am going to cheese a little bit like that. I'm not going to necessarily go for... Like, if I roll higher than, like, 70% of what a good roll is, like 7 out of 10 or something, I'll just keep it. If I roll low, like a 1 or a 2 out of whatever the number is, I'll buff it up a little bit. I'll try to keep the spirit, but I will, cheese this a little bit. Anyway, that's Earth Darkness done. Fighter levels up are very boring, though. What we really want to see are the mages and stuff. So magic users are east. I actually want to see them first. So, move over. We do want to train. Well, actually, no. We need 1,000 gold. Hold on. I hate having to move money around like this. It's kind of annoying. So, Mystic has not very much money. He's got 300 plus 124 is 420 plus whatever you get out of the rest of those. Let's move some over items. Oops, no. Trade. Here, platinum. We'll move all the platinum over. All the gold over. And the electrum. I can't remember how much that's worth exactly. Hopefully that's enough for Mystic. Let's try again. Alright. We do want to train. Mystic of Ba. And we must have moved enough money over. Level 2. Go. Congratulations. Pick a spell. So, I did show all these possibilities on the first video, or I think the first video. Burning Hands is reasonably good choice if you want to be able to kill trolls. Charm Person isn't too bad, but Sleep is fine for now. Enlarge and Reduce aren't that great. Friends I don't think does much. Magic Missile is your standard trusty spell. And, Protection from Evil and stuff, they're good. Obviously, I'm going to pick Magic Missile because it's a pretty standardly good spell. Now, Mystic of Ba went from 6 HP to 10. Now, a mage has a 1d4, so between 1 and 4 on his roll. Except, again, he's got max constitution. Now, I can't remember exactly how the stat works in this one, but the way it's supposed to work is a non-fighter cannot get the maximum endurance HP per level. Like, at 18, it's either +3 or +4. I can't remember exactly. A fighter would get that onto every level up. But a non-fighter maxes out at +2. So I think Mystic of Ba should have had a 1d4 +2 for his HP. He got 4 HP altogether, which means he rolled a 2 out of 4. Because mages are so weak, and I almost didn't bring a pure mage at all, I'm actually going to give him the max roll. Because a pure mage gets so little HP, they get really difficult to keep alive when you're handling magic spells and stuff that the enemy casts, and ranged attacks. Like an archer can take this guy out really, really quickly, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it. So that's my argument anyway. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Begin adventuring. And more importantly than learning magic missiles, although I'm not going to memorize them right now, we can now memorize at least 2 spells at the moment. Probably just 2, I guess. We don't have anything else scribed right now, right? Yeah, so 2 instead of 1. That's either 2 sleeps or whatever. So last one is Fella McGubbins, so we got to move him some money around. I think I actually stole his money to level up Earth Darkness, unfortunately. So give me a second here. Move over the platinum. Move over the gold. And move over the electrum. And then we'll also... Oops, exit again, exit. We'll also move over Christina's money, and hopefully this is enough. We're probably going to be pretty broke after all this. Platinum. Oops, platinum, all of it. And gold, all of it. And electrum, all of it. Okay, I'm glad we got all that cashola, but you got to spend it to level up. Early on in the game, it's tough. Later on in the game, it's not so big a deal. Alright. Fella McGubbins. Let's see if you got enough money. I don't remember... currently has 10 HP. I can't remember the roll for a cleric off the top of my head. I think it's 1d6. But it might be 1d8. I should really look this all up. I'll look them up at the end of the episode so I can remember for later. Go for it. So you got quite a lot of HP. I'm going to leave it. You either got 6 plus 2 of your constitution. That's probably what you got. So you either got a max roll if it was a 1d6, fella got the max already. If it was a 1d8, he got 6 out of 8, which is high enough that I don't really care about. So that's a fine roll as far as I'm concerned. Interestingly enough, you're almost ready to level up again. McGubbins needs 100 experience to get to level 3, which is pretty great. So if I now rest here, oops, no, not like that. Magic, memorize. We get even more level 1 spells. We don't have level 2 clerical spells yet, but soon enough. Okay, I think that'll do for leveling up. Let's go identify some stuff, and I will, wrap things up here. I think we've done pretty good today, though. Alright, so can you identify stuff? Appraise. Oh, this appraise is for your gems and jewelry. Sure, we'll do this right now. We don't have a lot, but the gems, you appraise them. They're worth a certain amount of money, kind of randomly, and then you sell them, basically, unless you want to hold on to them for some reason. So this gem is 1,000. That's pretty darn good for a gem. I don't think they get a whole lot higher than that, but we'll see. Jewelry can be, I'm pretty sure, even higher. I think I've seen in the tens of thousands or 20s of thousands for jewelry before. So then we had so much money. I think fella will like this. He had so much money that he couldn't carry it all. So that was pretty awesome. Let's pool and share. And this actually affords us our just selling this jewelry and the gem gave us enough money for all of our level ups really nicely. So that was good. So how do we... Oh, you've got a gem too. Sure, sell it. Appraise, gem, sell. You can see a lot of times gems kind of suck. No gems, no gems. You got both. 500, not that big a deal. 500, not that big a deal. So Fella McGubbins had the really good stuff, right? No, Alucard? Whatever, I don't care. So we've got a lot more money. Pool, share. How do we... Items... Ah, here we go. We can ID stuff. It'll cost 200 bucks. And we found that it was a ring of +1. So, if it's something... Like, this is pretty expensive, right? Detect magic is really your key to saving money here. Detect it so that you don't waste identifying on something that's garbage. Because I believe he still takes your money. If I identify this banded male, you'll just lose 200 gold and you get nothing. So it's not really very good. So I think we have enough money to identify everything that we've done. And I can show you a trick too. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, okay, that's what I was saying before. Bracers of armor class 6. That's why it did what it did. There are bracers with lower numbers. I think I've seen bracers of armor class 0 before, and that's about as good as they get. Alright, now the arrows should be magical. And the short bow should be magical. So we're going to start switching out people with longbows to short bows +1, because that will be a little bit better. And I'm going to save the arrows for emergencies, really. Items. I was wondering if this would be magical. No, I should really have it detect magic before I bother, because it costs a lot of money. I forgot how much money. Oh wait, don't do that. I'm going to show you a trick with those arrows in a second. But we'll finish identifying everybody's stuff first. I think we're done, unless I missed something. But yeah, I should use detect magic first before we just throw our money away, basically. And you can also see how the single-class characters are leveling up so much quicker than the rest of the team. So, with regards to the arrows, this is kind of gamey, but it does save you a lot of money. So you've got... So Fella McGubbins has 20 arrows that were unidentified. We know they're magical, or we're pretty sure anyway. And Earth Darkness has 20 arrows that have been identified. Let's trade them down. Exit, move back to Fella. Now, Because these are identified, if we hit join, it will just automatically try to join with any other 20 arrows plus 1. Or, sorry, any number, X arrows plus 1. Even unidentified ones. So, we just identified them. So, when you have arrows or quarrels, you can cheese it a little bit and save some money. It only works with similar stuff. So, once we get arrows plus 2, you'll have to have... If you have an unidentified stack, I mean, you have to try... I mean, you could try out a couple different ones before you find the right one, basically. But I figured it was quite likely that that would be what's going on. So I think that's it for this episode, basically. We've gone on a little long. I'll spend some time rememorizing spells at the end, and I'll show you what I select next episode. And yeah, that'll be it. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you have enjoyed. I'm glad to see people leveling up, and you can probably see why it's good to bring single class characters early on. They're going to get a lot more powerful than the multi-class for now, but later on it'll balance out. Anyway, that's all. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you have enjoyed, and have a great day.